another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against Ryan, a person I battle off my Discord server. So if you guys are interested in a battle and trade Discord chat room, you know where to go. A link is in the description. You can find the Discord link in which you can, click it and then join the community anyway. So we're having a UU battle, and I'm also noting this at 3:30 in the morning, so I do apologize if I do stutter a little bit or just be dumb at times. But we're having a UU battle today, as I'm using a pretty fun Mummy King team. Obviously I've used this like 3 times already, but this time I'm using a little bit of a different set. I'm also using Scarf Darmanitan, Bronzong, and Mega Beedrill because some people told me to use it because I guess it's like my mascot Pokemon. Not really, but yeah, we're facing Ryan, who looks very happy to face us with his avatar. So we are in a classroom because my opponent is about to teach me how to play Pokemon. My opponent's team is very powerful, so he leads off with Gliscor, expecting my Beedrill turn 1 on. I'm like, damn, he's just way ahead of me. And I'm gonna lead off with Killer Bee. I decided to stay in normal form and label Aerotoxic Spikes because I'm like, he might I don't know, I'm just not gonna Mega Evolve because I don't feel like it. So I literally didn't, and then my opponent's gonna lay up some Stealth Rocks. That's fine. We got them up, so I guess my Darmanitan and Beedrill are not going to enjoy that very much, but not much I can do about that. I don't have knockoff, so I could not have knocked off the Gliscor's Toxicor, but I don't know why he risked that. I could have knocked off the Toxicor, but I could have also died to like Acrobatics or something. I don't even know Gliscor's running UU. I just know, I'm just happy that this was not a Subtoxic set. If it was, I would have wanted to kill myself, but thankfully my opponent did not run Subtoxic on this Pokemon. Anyway, I'm gonna U-turn out of here and bring in my Bongzong here. And just to switch into the Gliscor, I don't think he really touched Bronzong outside of like a knockoff, but he's just going to actually retaliate with his own U-turn, get the offensive momentum. I can respect that. As now my opponent is going to U-turn out into the Scizor, and I'm like, oh my god, this Pokemon is so broken and UU. I can't stand it. So he's going to go for Sword Stance immediately. He's not playing around. He's like, yo, this game is mine. It is right in my clutches. And so I'm just going to lay up my Stealth Rocks because I'm like, what, this move is broken. I don't care if I give Scizor a free Sword Stance. This move is so broken that it's worth it, to be honest. So now I actually decide to switch into my Cofagrigus because I'm like, I can pivot into Bullet Punch or Scizor or whatever and Bug Bite, because I can get rid of his Technician, which will just make his attacks weaker overall. Not only that, we're going to give him Mummy, so his Technician is gone, so his Bullet Punch is a lot weaker. I mean, it's not that much weaker, but it's still a decent amount of weaker. And now I'm going to get the eject button and bring in, of course, going to bring in my Slaking, my Thick Shofu. I decided to give it a new nickname to better describe it. Now, Thick Shofu's going to come out here, and I'm just going to go for the Pursue here. I mean, it was really close, because my opponent's like, I've seen the Mummy King strat before, you can't fool me, and I'm like, okay, so maybe he's going to, reverse psychology me, and then, make me want to stay in. Because I have Fire Punch on the Slaking, because I brought a new one, because I'm like, the thing needs more coverage moves. Earthquake and Knockoff is not really a lot of coverage moves for me, so this thing has Fire Punch. It doesn't have Ice Punch, which is kind of unfortunate, because now there's a Gliscor on the field. We have something else for Pokemon like Gliscor, so I don't know if it's Gliscor or Gliscor, so I like to alternate because they both sound right to me. So I'm going to go for the Z move here with Shaniqua, and now we have Thick Shofu surrounding himself with the Z, or we're going to go for Breaknut Blitz. So now Shofu, it's just a joke, by the way. I couldn't really think of a Slaking nickname, so I nicknamed a meme, and then I put Shofu next to it. I literally don't know what I'm doing, so we're gonna freaking destroy that Gliscor with the Breakneck Blitz with Giga Impact, because I don't know. And now I have Giga Impact to one-shot this Latias. I'm pretty sure I can one-shot it or come close to it, but I also know I'll die to a Draco Meteor or a Z Draco Meteor, which I know there's a lot of Latias to like to run Devastating Drake, so I'm gonna bring my Bronzong here. I'm not Spadef, unfortunately, I'm Fizdef, so I don't know how I'll be able to tank this attack, but my opponent's going to go for the Z move here, and actually, I had the right feeling. I'm like, maybe I could take a Draco Meteor, but a Devastating Drake, nuh-uh, I'm definitely gonna die to that. There's no reason why my opponent would bring that in so comfortably. So yeah, he's going to go for the Devastating Drake, and it's going to do a lot to Bronzong and just knock me into my Agweb Berry range, unfortunately, which is pretty unfortunate, but not much I can do about that. If he knocked me a little bit lower, I would have gotten my proc on the berry. I've been a lot healthier, but now in comes the Scizor. I go for Toxic, and then he pivots in the Scizor pretty well. And now he goes for Bug Bite. I'm like, I'm just going to sack off my Bronzong, not a big deal. And then I'm like, wait a minute. He's gonna eat my freaking Agua Berry, so now Scizor is going to get all of its health back, and I'm like, what have I done? Where did I go wrong? So that was just a little bit of a troll moment there. Of course, I have to have my troll moments in battles as well. My opponents have some troll moments, like when that guy freaking Mach punched Leafy on after he used Trick or Treat on it. That was freaking priceless. I laughed so hard. Bullet Punch is going to knock me out, but I'm going to give him the Mummy again, so I don't know if he wants to, like, see, here's where, like, the 50-50 comes in with the Slaking, because, like, you either Pursuit and give it Mummy, or you stay in expecting Pursuit and then just go for the kill. So, I mean, I know I have Fire Punch. I don't know if he knows I have Fire Punch, but I know I have Fire Punch. Maybe I shouldn't assume too much, but I'm going to assume that he knows I have a move that can kill Scizor. So, I go for Fire Punch. Maybe he was, like, you know, greedy, but I go for the Fire Punch instead of Pursuit, because I thought he predicted me to go for Pursuit again. So, we're going to get the Mummy now. I mean, if he switched out, it would have been pretty bad, but I mean, I figure if I went for Pursuit twice, maybe if it was like against one of my friends, I would have done that kind of thing. But IDK, it's one of those like coin toss things, and you know, you just get it lucky, and then if you get it wrong, you kind of feel bad. And, you know, high risk, high reward situation. But now we are not stuck with True. I'm going to go for Giga Impact, and Latios rather is going to get destroyed. Giga Impact's animation is beautiful. Holy crap! I can't use it again, unfortunately, because I can't move. But this Suicune was like such a huge threat. That's why I let off with Beedrill turn 1 to get up Toxic Spikes, because I mean, Crocune I just automatically lose to it, so like, I mean, I could like Giga Impact it, but what's that gonna do to a Crocune? So I have to recharge as he ends up being the substitute set, and I'm like, whew. Oh my god, thank god Chimpact like innovated a horrible Suicune set. I mean, it's not awful, I mean, it really isn't that bad, but it's in this situation, Toxic Spikes against a Crocune would not do shit, but against a sub Suicune without hazard removal, or Defog, I mean, I don't know if the Latias carry Defog, I'm not too sure if the Pokemon did carry hazard removal on this team, but either way, the Poison is going to end up screwing the Suicune in the long run, because unless it carries rests, I don't know why I said that, Scald is going to burn Thick Shofu. Unfortunately, it had happened. I mean, I guess Shofu's music is so fire that he just has to get burned, unfortunately, but whatever. The Slaking is pretty cool. I'm pretty much like schooling him, which is why we're in the school, even though I said my opponent schools me, but the battle's not over yet, so yeah, Thick Shofu is going to get hurt by Bird. I wish I had Facade. I had Facade in my other Slaking, but this Slaking is just an all-out like attacker. It's not like a bulky pivot offense thing with Slack Off, so well, actually no, that other one didn't have Slack Off, they had Assault Vest, so maybe I should give Slack Off to one of them, because that'd be pretty cool. I actually have 3 battle ready Slakings. I have a banded one, I have a Z move one, and then I have the freaking defensive Assault Vest one. I mean, it's not like defensive, it's like kind of defensive. You know how my EV spreads go, they don't really accomplish anything. I think they accomplish stuff in my head, but in all reality, they only come through like 1 in 100 battles, where I like just live at 1 HP, and I'm like, damn, that was the freaking 20 Spadef EVs right there, boom. I don't know. I mean, I play it my own way. Don't judge me. I'm rambling, so unfortunately Thick Shofu got to go down, but this freaking Suicune got wrecked by Giga Impact, even with the burn, and it's going to go down to the Poison, I'm pretty sure. So the Suicune, the biggest threat to my team, to be honest with you, was knocked out. I'm very glad that happened. So now I'm going to bring in my Empoleon here. My Agility Empoleon, as my opponent is going to bring in the Aerodactyl. It has the Nerve. That would have also been a good check to my Bronzong as well, because I wouldn't have been able to eat my berries, but I'm assuming he's Mega Aerodactyl anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So he is going to Mega Evolve Mega Aerodactyl. Not too surprising, it is the arguably the best Mega Evolution in the Undertale tier. It's been S rank and viability rankings for like 3 years straight, so like that should be saying something. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's not ban worthy. It's like Land of D and Wii U. It's just like pretty good, but it doesn't have. It's not as bad as Land of D and Wii U. It's just really, really, really fast. So it's like, yeah. The UU's like, can you outspeed this thing with Choice Scarf? If you can't, like, have fun, bro. I mean, I don't even play UU, but I'm just gonna assume it's like that, because Aerodactyl seems that centralizing, but I could be wrong. So here I'm gonna Agility, and then I realized something that's actually a speed tie. Look, because Aerodactyl has 438 speed at level 100. This Empoleon is level 100, because, you know, Blissey bases and auras. So, this actually had 219 speed, so it was a speed tie. I didn't actually realize that until I checked my Empoleon speed after the battle, and it said 219, and I'm like, Mega Aerodactyls is 438, and then I doubled it, and it was a speed tie. I mean, I don't know if that's actually important, or if my opponent was like adamant or something. I'm assuming it was a speed tie. He probably didn't think it mattered at all, but I knew it was a speed tie, low-key in my head. I always thought, I'm like, what if he outspeeds me, because my speed stat, I'm modest, I'm not timid, so it was very close. But I guess I outsped him. I'm not too sure. But now I'm going to bring a Not Even Mad, my Darmanitan here. And I can just, I kept Darmanitan healthy just for the Scizor and Weavile in case they got out of hand. That's the only reason why I did not send it out. And unfortunately, it is not Sun Mode Darmanitan, because Sun Mode Darmanitan is like a Pokemon that is unusable. But yeah, Darmanitan should be able to hit him with all that! and win the game in the end, pulling out the Shofu victory for you guys. I really wish that Zenmo Darmanitan wasn't fodder, but I'll probably make another video about how we can fix Zenmo Darmanitan because it's literally a sack of shit. And I wish it had more potential than it does. But I hope you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle, as it was a pretty intense Wi-Fi battle, to be honest with you. If you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle and want to support the channel, please be sure to leave a like on the video, as it is the best way to show your support towards the YouTube channel, and I really appreciate it. Anyways, the question of the day is going to be, which Mega Evolution is your favorite to use in the underused tier? Let me know in the comments down below, as I'm very interested to see which Mega Evolutions you guys enjoy using in the UU tier. I really wish that Mega Camera and Mega Abomasnow were in the underused tier, but unfortunately they're still stuck in overused for about another month or so. But that's fine. I really like to use Mega Pidgeot. I haven't used it much, but I just, not being able to miss Hurricane or other inaccurate moves like Heat Wave, it's just like, it's like the best feeling ever. It's just, I love it. So I love Mega Pidgeot very, very much. And I also like Mega Beedrill because it's like really broken and like brain dead to use, to be honest with you. You just U-turn and then they predict the U-turn, you go for knockoff. It's like pretty brain dead, honestly, and also has access to Fell Stinger, which could be pretty scary when used in the right situation. But I'm rambling at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end. I'll check you guys in my next video. Bye.